on steroids.
We're the fabulous talent.
Starting with Mr. Richard Epcar,
Hi.
a multi-talented voice actor. My
Hello.
personal favorite, of course, is he is credited, allegedly, with being both God and Satan in Dracula's Sovereign of the Damned. That was something I found on VHS a long time ago.
I'm credited as what?
As both God and the devil, which I'm
Oh.
sure Ellyn can attest to. Of
Well, that sums me up pretty well. Of course I can. I'm God and the devil.
I know.
In the
It
middle
should be
row
a country song, right?
is, of course, Uncle Yo, geek-specific comedian, dungeon master, and all-around funny guy.
I'm thrilled to be back.
Is
Thanks
this
for having me
Ellen and I,
back,
are we
Panda.
playing against each other?
Yeah, this has been the second time,
Well,
right?
I'll show you.
And finally, Ellyn Stern.
By the way,
show you.
Last but certainly not least, my favorite role for you from the list actually is Fruit Seller in Gundam Movie 1. That's my personal favorite.
oh, thank you.
I heard your voice. No, I was rewatching it on Netflix and I heard your voice and I was like, oh wow, no, that is her, isn't it?
Yes.
Did you
I
say
did
you
that
played a
for
fruit salad?
years.
Is that what you said?
I was a fruit salad?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
A fruit
Are
seller,
you
yeah.
are you saying fruit salad or fruit seller?
Seller, as in one who sells fruit, like the Cabbage Man, but
in
it was
Gundam
fruit.
Oh,
Unicorn.
fruit
Got it.
seller.
No,
You can
in
sell
Gundam
fruit.
Unicorn, I was Martha Vest Carbine. I was the villainess.
Did you sell fruit salad?
I
or-
worked on that through the entire series. I don't know about a fruit seller.
It was the bit roles back when
Her
the
character
first movie
loved
came
to
out.
eat fruit salad. That's what it was.
Gundam Unicorn, and then but way before that, you had the original Gundam Universal Century movies. It's old stuff. I dig into that. So,
Does anybody actually eat fruit salad anymore? I don't think they do.
I eat fruit.
Maybe like in the 50s they ate fruit salad. I don't think.
But like it was all ambrosia, so there was like it was always like dipped in too much Cool Whip. It's like this needs to be whiter.
No, you know what?
And
My
more sugar.
mother used to take fruit and make it into a Jell-O mold. It was disgusting. And then she'd take sour cream and she'd whip that into the fruit. It was just repulsive.
Were you that bad a kid? Was this punishment or was this meant to be food?
Both.
I think it was meant to
Okay,
be
wow.
eaten, but I wouldn't eat it.
compared to savory Jello, though, you know, where you were putting meat
It's
in
better than the
gelatin.
hot dog jello.
Now that sounds interesting.
That sounds German.
Have some hot dog jello. Oh, we kill you.
When I was a kid, I used to have a dream that I was being chased by somebody and I couldn't move because I was walking through Jell-O. Maybe that was my mother.
Your mother was the jello?
Beware
I-
of the
I
blob,
don't
it
know.
feeds and creeps.
Well, before we end up in a D&D
you
session
can
all of our own,
psychoanalyze that, can't you? Now that you're,
Yeah.
she's
I'm accepting clients.
she's
This is-
freaking nuts, right?
You mean you played a character who was a therapist?
No, he's
No,
actually-
I'm an LMSW. I'm a licensed master social worker as of last year.
oh,
He's,
Carl.
he's an alphabet soup. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Right, right. We're going to
What
talk
is
about
your-
attachment issues
and
in a
what
little
is your
bit.
specialty?
all right, Carl, you
people
can
who think
hand
they're
out your
Jell-O.
business cards at the end of the session. So, who would like to play Selfie Squares today?
We're looking for 2 contestants.
The person with the really big ears in the back. Yeah, that's you. Yeah,
Who has the most to lose?
come on up.
Who's most afraid of
And-
Jell-O?
All right, Goku.
Could I win a
Come on.
manicure if because I really need one now.
I'm going to need you both to take a seat right here. Welcome, contestants. Move over. There you go. Brilliant. This is so that you can see the game board and the celebrity talent while we play the game. So, player number 1, what's your name?
Aaron.
What is that?
Hi, Aaron. And player number 2?
Ryan.
So, Aaron and Ryan,
So we're playing several
you
characters.
know who our celebrity talents are. You see the game board. It's basically just tic-tac-toe. This is how it's going to work. You don't have to do much of anything. You just have
Except
to make a
dance.
choice. The people who have to actually answer the questions are up on stage. You merely have to say whether you agree with their answer or you disagree with their answer. It's a binary choice. It's not that difficult. Do you think you can handle it? Yeah, thumbs up. That's the response I was looking for. All right, well, let's play Selfie Squares, shall we? You guys want to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Face each other. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, shoot, right? You understand that that's how it works. You wait for shoot. Don't go on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. All right.
I'm not getting it.
Aaron, do you want to be X or
Nicely
O?
done, too.
I was trying to do a field goal.
Aaron will be
No,
X.
don't get it. I did that on purpose.
So,
Thank
Aaron,
Thank
you get
you.
to pick which spot
He's
you
not
want to
gonna
go
sign
for
it.
So
first.
good.
Just say the name of the guest you would like to go up
I was
against
trying to do a field
and
goal. I did it.
It's a minigame.
left, center, or right.
Something very serious is
Epcar left.
Epcar on the left. So,
Epcar
first
left, so I
question
have to
goes
use my left hand
Richard
on this
Epcar.
one. What's the question?
Mr. Epcar, what was the first soft drink or soda that was enjoyed in space?
Besides vodka?
You know, that's a good point.
I'm going to say Coca-Cola.
Epcar says Coca-Cola. Do you agree or disagree with that answer?
Disagree.
You disagree? Well, that was a sad bet on your part because it was, in fact, Coca-Cola as the first soft drink or soda that was enjoyed in space.
Ye of little faith.
So we go to Ryan. Ryan, where would you like to go today?
Epcar right.
Epcar right.
Still-
Use my right hand on this one.
Still Epcar and on the right.
What are we going to do when we reach the middle?
What do you call someone who's 3 personalities? More than schizophrenic, right? Okay.
try schizophrenic.
You try it. All right, what is it?
Mr. Epcar, the 1994 movie The Crow is set in what city?
Chicago.
He says Chicago. Do you agree or disagree?
I will agree.
Well, this time he fooled you. It's actually Detroit.
The same.
And having
you know.
been to both, I would have to say that I wish it was Chicago. I really do. And I've seen the elevators in the Chicago Metro.
Sorry.
All right, so it's back to you. Where would you like to go?
Stern center.
Okay. We're going down to Ellyn in this middle.
And
Ms.
the
Stern,
answer is
this is a multiple choice question. In the classic Looney Tunes series, Bugs Bunny was paired up with several characters in different shorts. Which of the following characters was Bugs Bunny never pitted against? Was it A, Marvin the Martian, B, Pepe Le Pew, C, the Tasmanian Devil, or D, Wile E. Coyote? Which of them?
could you read the list again?
Sure.
Thank you.
Marvin the Martian, Pepe Le Pew, Tasmanian Devil, or Wile E. Coyote? Which was he not pitted against in a short cartoon?
Well, he was pitted against a lot of people. Never me.
His loss.
He-
His loss.
He didn't have much. What are you doing?
I'm adjusting your
We're,
mic for
preparing
you.
the middle.
I'm being nice.
I'm in the middle of answering something very
I
important.
know, it's taking you 10 minutes, too.
If you keep this up, I'm going to have the list read to me again.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you know, it was very early when he was doing what he was doing and being pitted against. Don't make faces. This is my time, not yours.
I'm not saying a thing.
So it was very early. So
She's beating me. You've all witnessed it.
I would say
Spousal abuse.
I would say it's the Martian.
Okay. So Ellyn thinks it's Marvin the Martian. Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree? It is not, unfortunately. Bugs Bunny did not go up against Pepe Le Pew. He
Which
has
is
been
odd
up-
because he was the only character who would ever show up in Drag enough. So he, they could have easily have done that arc between Bugs and Drag and Pepe
You
Le
know,
Pew.
that's a good point. So if he had shown up, they probably wouldn't have even been enemies.
Yeah.
at that
I don't
point.
remember Bugs going against Wile E. Coyote ever.
That's a really
Apparently
fun
he
one.
did.
In fact,
The fact checker will have to deal with that later.
check that fact, man.
You
I
know
don't know.
what? This was my time. This was my multiple choice. It wasn't either one of yours.
Tossed to the side like a fruit salad.
That's right.
In the
I
next hour, there will be
never
at
was.
I love
least
the way
3
you
sad
did the
hamster
360
memes
on
about
that
this moment.
Okay.
Okay, so next up, where would you like to go?
Uncle Yo Center.
Okay.
Uncle Yo.
We gotta try to get someone on the board. Let's
Now
go.
it's your turn, Carl. Oh, wow, actually, this is, I think, the longest no-score streak so far in the history of Selfie Squares.
Yeah,
It's
this
very
is 4.
impressive, guys. Give them all a big round of applause.
record, new
Aaron and
record, new
Ryan,
record.
names going down in history. Okay.
Fact check, 1952, Operation Rabbit. 1952, directed by Chuck Jones. Cartoon was released featuring Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote. This marks the second appearance of Wile E. Coyote. The first was nicely done.
Yeah, very good.
We're just fact-checking on it live.
Nerds are terrible people.
You know what? We should run the presidential debate. That's what I think. All right, I'm sorry. So, as you've probably been able to infer, the big pool of question cards that we have in here from our excellent academic staff covers a wide range of topics, nerdy and fandom, but we also like to make things a little special. So when we come down to Zenkaikon and we know who we're going to be dealing with, we also get questions about our celebrity guests. So, Uncle Yo, this is a question about Ellyn Stern.
Okay.
I can answer that.
Uncle Yo, in the video game Galarian, Ellyn Stern voices the role of the AI Dorothy. The physical form of this character doesn't have eyes in the normal place. Where is her single eye?
Well, in the beginning, I had a nightmare where Ellyn would chase me through a pool of jello, and it would get in my eye. That was, of course, in the center of my mouth, surrounded by my teeth.
Oh, you're sick.
Uncle Yo thinks that it's in her mouth. Do you agree or disagree?
I'm going to have to agree with him.
Bing, bing, we get some score on the board because it is, in fact, in her mouth.
No, he agreed.
And it wasn't her
I don't remember that
What kind
game.
of sick?
Is this what
I
you
had
do when
an
you leave the
eye
house?
in my mouth.
Oh my God.
I don't even remember that game.
Yeah, the Dorothy the AI is a humanoid with an eye in her mouth.
Of course she is.
They have to make it special. They
Yeah, that
also
old
made an
expression, don't
animated
put your
movie
foot in
based
your
off
mouth
of it,
and
and
don't
it
put
was
your
a
eye
little
in your
weird.
mouth.
All right. Where would you like to go, Aaron?
I got a big old O in the
Epcar
center.
left.
Back to Richard Epcar, and we're going to the left corner. Mr. Epcar, what does the acronym SHIELD stand for in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I don't get a multiple choice. I have to go.
I'll give you a multiple choice, but that's later.
Oh, keep your eyes shut.
Streak, I don't even know how we would. Maybe we should do a
Shield.
multiple choice. What does the I stand for, and then give 4 different options?
Good Lord, it's a long deal, isn't it? It's shield.
Stuff hits the fan when Stark. Wait.
Yeah, that's it. No. Shield.
Uncle Yo, I understand that you might have failed the spelling bee, but
I
mean,
know
you're
what
an
it
adult now.
stands for. The I is always for narcissism.
Have you been drinking? Jesus. Shield. Defense is the last word. Something. God, that is.
It's like systematic harbinger.
Systematic?
I don't think so. It's a shame because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was pretty
Ding,
good for the
ding,
first 2
ding,
seasons.
ding,
Yeah,
ding,
that's like a
ding,
very
ding,
hard
ding,
one.
ding, ding,
I mean,
ding,
even the
ding,
guy in the movie, it took him like 3 days to memorize that frickin' thing.
ding, ding,
I got that
ding,
reference.
ding,
I
ding,
understood that
ding,
reference.
Thank you.
Ding, 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 ding.
Could you tell your eye to be quiet, please? S stands for
Stern.
No.
Help.
Superheroes. Invincible. Environmental. Levitational defense.
That's it for sure. Aaron? Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree.
Thank God.
I think that was smart.
So X goes on the board. Both players are now on the board.
There we
Give them a
go.
round of applause. They've
Does-
broken
does-
their bad streak.
Does anybody know what the actual one is?
Oh, well, for those
What
of
is
you
it?
who don't remember, it's Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Oh, sure. I'm
course.
going to pull that
And
right out of my.
logistics.
I would.
It helps if you remember how to spell shield in general. All right.
Nobody told me this was a spelling bee.
Ryan, where would you like to go next?
B's not in shield.
Epcar right.
Epcar on the right
They're
corner.
picking on you, Richard.
Epcar on the right, Epcar on the left. Here I am stuck in the middle of me.
As I said, the I.
Mr. Epcar, Malcolm McDowell, star of A Clockwork Orange, as well as numerous questionable sci-fi movies, was in the live-action version of what anime?
Of what anime?
What anime? A live-action version of this anime.
Malcolm
this anime.
McDowell?
I
My
actually
little
know him.
droogies. God, you're asking me all the tough ones, aren't you? Malcolm McDowell, the great actor, is in some live-action anime. What does the world come to?
They make live action anime now?
Sadly, yes. Naruto.
He says Naruto. Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree.
That it was the right choice. It is, in fact, not Naruto. It's actually Fist of the North Star, a live-action movie that came out on HBO in the 90s.
Who is he in Fist of the North Star? The fist or the star?
He's the old man trainer of the hero.
Okay.
Who else was in that movie?
Not you.
Not you.
Let me check IMDb.
She's evil, I tell you. Evil.
That's why I was the villainess and not the fruit seller in Gundam Unicorn.
Definitely the superior.
You'll
role.
always be the fruit seller to me, honey.
Tenderness.
Tenderness, like a grapefruit. You don't like grapefruit? Why are we arguing about the texture of fruits? Just give me the card. Okay, fine. Where would you like to go next?
Stern left.
We're going to Ellyn Stern on the left, going for the corner. And the question. This question, oh, okay, so now we are officially changing the game format. This is now an episode of the Newlyweds. This question is about Richard Epcar.
I can tell you everything.
Richard Epcar voices a character in both DC and Mortal Kombat fighting games. What two characters does he voice?
Bugs Bunny and Pepe Le Pew.
This game is never this much
They
fun.
do have a Warner Brothers, what is it? Do they have a fighting game that has them in it now?
We never get to go at each other like this.
Now, should I try again?
I just want to make sure. This sounds more plausible than you might think. That's why I was waiting.
what's
just
up,
in
Doc?
case.
Raiden.
And Pepe Le Pew.
And Pepe Le Pew.
So Raiden and Pepe Le Pew.
You unlock after beating the Captain Marvel campaign.
It's a guy who screams. No, it's not that guy.
Narrows it down.
know all the bedtime stories.
So we'll
Once
go.
again, are you drunk?
Yeah, check to see if there's Coca-Cola or vodka in the water.
All right, so just so,
We're in space.
just so I make sure that we're on the right track here. So for Mortal Kombat, you're saying Raiden, and for DC, what character would you say?
For DC, the Joker.
For the Joker. All right. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
That is correct. It is Joker and Raiden.
Woo!
That took a long time.
This is like my favorite session of this game show in years.
Yeah.
I love this. All right, Ryan, where would you like to go?
Uncle Yo left.
Uncle Yo on the left.
For the block.
Going for the block.
This next question is about Richard Epcar.
I can answer that.
Making sure. Keep track of that. That's important. Okay. It's a multiple choice question.
Great.
This 1956.
What is the acronym for the X-Men?
Oh, sure, you get the multiple choice question, and I had to come up with SHIELD.
Uncle Yo, the 1956 manga. Sorry, this 1956 manga is considered the earliest example of the giant robot genre in Japanese media.
Okay.
It was adapted to anime in 1963, and it was released as Gigantor in the US. Was it A, Giant Robo, B, Mazinger Z, C, Tetsujin 28 Go, or D, UFO Robot Grendizer?
Let me hear those one more time. I'm between A, C, D, and B.
Well, at least you got it surrounded.
Giant Robo for A, B, Mazinger Z, C, Tetsujin 28 Go, or D, UFO Robot Grendizer?
Okay, I actually used to do a panel surviving a mecha attack, and I do talk about Gigantor, a.k.a. Mazinger Z. Final answer.
B. All right, B, Mazinger Z. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree with him.
He has fooled you.
You said that.
Correct answer
so
was C, Tetsujin 28
confidently.
Go.
It's one of my favorite
Gotta brush up on your
lectures
old
to give,
robot
too. It's so
anime.
much fun. I love robots.
That puts it up to you. Are you going to go for the win?
Yep.
Who's winning?
For the win, Uncle Yo on the left.
Here we go.
Uncle Yo, which of the following is not a horse in a Disney animated feature film?
Which of the following is not a horse, like any other animal? You got it. There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Dog, cat.
It's a multiple choice question.
Okay.
Is it A, Angus, B, Captain, C, Maximus, or D, Tenor?
D is what?
Tenor.
Tenor, as in the singer?
Like a singer.
Okay, like the singer. So I definitely know Angus is from Brave. I definitely know Captain was Snow White. I'm going to go with D on this one.
Uncle Yo says D, Tenor. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
That is the correct answer. D, Tenor is not a horse in a Disney animated feature, which puts 3 X's on the board.
You have a winner.
And makes Aaron our first winner. Congratulations. Pick something from this awesome pile. Pick something from the pile, that will be your prize. And Ryan, you didn't quite get there, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's all yes-no questions anyway. So you get your gold star and your handful of candy. Thank you both for playing. We're going to look for some new players and reset the board.
Mad respect for the cosplay, too.
Who would like to play next? I never look over here, so this is like a first.
Do you two have any other events
That's like
later
bling
tonight?
on your...
Not tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, bling. Come on over. Come on, bling.
Oh, by the way, as long as we're at a lull here, I have a outtake panel tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We have outtakes of Lupin the Third, Bobo 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 Bo, and Knowing. So if you guys are want to laugh, it's very funny.
Yeah, you with the blue hair.
And if you don't want to laugh and you want to have an interactive discussion,
You can be married to Richard Epcar for 20 plus years.
That's right.
No, that's not a discussion. No, if you want to, tomorrow I'm doing a panel called Women in Anime, and it's an interactive panel. It's really exciting, and it's at 3 tomorrow.
I'm happy that you brought it to this con. It was a great time at ToraCon a bunch of years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've done it all over the world. They,
Honey, you didn't tell me that.
well, you
you-
weren't always there.
That you've done it all over the world.
As I said, you weren't always there.
But we digress.
I'm so happy I didn't sit in the middle.
All right. Well, you are in the middle.
You are in the middle on the board, Uncle Yo. All right, let's introduce our new players.
I just want to say those three guys on top look very similar.
Player
Why
number
am I
1,
on the
what's your
bottom?
name?
Cheyenne.
Hello, Cheyenne. And player number 2?
Bryn. Bryn.
Bryn. All right, Cheyenne and Bryn, welcome to the game. Face each other, prepare to rock, paper, scissors your way into first place. Not yet. What did I say that made you think it was time to start doing that? All right, here we go. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, shoot. Are you ready? Are you sure this time? Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Again. 1, 2, 3, shoot. All right. You're first. Where would you like to go?
Paper covers rock.
Uncle Yo center.
Uncle Yo in the center. The middle is just so popular.
Let's do it.
Uncle Yo. Famous TikTok dog star Rory
Oh, Christ.
is obsessed with which Hollywood actor?
What is TikTok? Sorry, I'm 40
This
next
is why
week.
you
What is it?
retired.
It's not Jeopardy.
Hope so. Okay. He's obsessed with which celebrity?
He's obsessed with which
Hollywood
celebrity?
actor.
Hollywood actor. Okay. Narrows it down. I'm going to say Gillian Anderson.
Julian Anderson, do you agree or disagree?
I'm gonna disagree.
I'm just curious. Do you follow Rory on TikTok? Is that why you're disagreeing? So why are you disagreeing? Uncle Yo, he's just so funny and charismatic and handsome.
What do you have against whoever I just said?
You don't even remember, do you?
No, I was not a
Right.
big
Well,
X-Files
you
guy.
made the correct guess because it was actually Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill
The
is,
dog
The
doesn't
Warhammer
like-
guy.
is the subject of Rory, the dog of TikTok's fascination.
Oh, so the dog finds Henry Cavill fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, I thought she was mad at.
I was
Henry
thinking
Cavill.
Triumph the Insult comic dogs. Like,
Yeah,
who does
that's
he
what I-
always go after?
That's what he goes
Bon
after
Jovi.
everybody.
How much TV does this dog watch?
It will be watching a lot more because Henry Cavill's coming out with a Warhammer 40K thing, right?
Yep.
Everyone's so excited about, the universe being even worse except compared to the current timeline. So, anyway. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Where would you like to go, Bryn?
I want to go Epcar right.
Epcar on the right, going for the corner spot. What do we got? Mr. Epcar, this is about Ellyn Stern.
He doesn't know everything.
I can answer none of these questions.
Who are you again?
You'll find out.
Are you drinking from her bottle now?
Is that so wrong?
Ellyn Stern's voice roles of Wanda in Captain of the Forest and Frederick's wife in Manx Mouse are the same species of animal. What animal are they?
I know this.
Jesus Christ, can you go back any farther? Maybe
Fruit
back
salad.
to the Trilobites.
That is an
Remember
old
them?
one.
That was a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
band, the
That
Trilobites.
is an old one.
Streak, add a question
What was
about
what
the
was
fruit
the first
seller.
what was the first
They
part of
used
the
to make
of the,
fruit
of
into
the
a Jello
question?
mold.
Oh, it was the roles, the characters that she voices. Wanda in Captain of the Forest and Frederick's wife in the series Manx Mouse. They're the same species of animal.
I'd say frog.
Frog, do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
That is correct. They are both frogs. Woohoo! These players,
Boy, that was
for
a
the most part, know what they're
lackluster
doing.
applause, wasn't it?
I think
Come
so.
on, give her an applause, for God's sake. There you go.
Put food on the table.
Cheyenne overcame the rock, paper, scissors problem and has scored first, as has Bryn. You both are doing a lot better. You're great. You're both on track to do wonderful things here
The
today.
most Brady talk show host I've ever.
It's the way you gotta do it. It's the way you gotta do it. Okay. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna go stern right.
Stern on the right corner. Thank you.
Did you say like porn?
No, get your mind out of the gutter.
Too late.
This is a question about Uncle Yo.
About what?
Uncle Yo.
Oh,
God, this is an incestuous panel.
It's like Colossal Con all over again.
That was Tiger Cubs. While navigating to conventions, Uncle Yo swears his GPS started to turn into a neurotoxin spewing AI from what game series?
I'm trying to remember the album I used this bit on.
Is this to
It was
her?
like 3
Ellen?
albums ago.
Is this your question?
I don't think I was
yes.
married when I did that
I
album.
think it's to me, isn't it? Yes, it was
Yes.
to me. Well, that's going back a long time ago. You know, when there was a Datsun. I don't think they make Datsuns anymore. Do
Thank
they?
God, no.
I
Were there
think-
trilobites? Were they
I
involved?
think
In their Pacers.
I had a Datsun. I had a gold Datsun. Actually, I crashed it. Oh, this isn't about me. This was. Would you read the question?
Yeah, sure. While navigating to conventions, Uncle Yo
Please
swears-
let the next question be, what was Ellen Stern's first car?
Make a note of that, Streak. First card. While navigating to conventions, Uncle Yo swears his GPS started to turn into a neurotoxin spewing AI from what game series? We're looking for the name of the game series.
Lightsaber.
Lightsaber. Do you agree or disagree?
That takes me back.
You'll agree? Okay. It
Fool.
is not, though. It's actually Portal. Uncle Yo swore his GPS turned into GLaDOS.
I did not know that one.
Activate the emergency brake, put your mouth over the tailpipe, and inhale deeply to receive your cake. All right, but this is the last time.
How well did that album sell?
Shut up.
Just remember, every time I perform, your sale numbers go up because I pitch it. That last album was really good, by the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And
All right.
that's when the riot started, officer.
Bryn, where would you like to go?
Uncle Yo right.
Uncle Yo on the right.
Rock and roll.
The unfortunate trope of killing off female love interests, being referred to as fridging, comes from a DC superhero returning home to find his girlfriend's body shoved into his refrigerator. Who was that unfortunate hero who made the discovery?
In brightest day, in blackest night, no girlfriend shall survive my sight. Let those who worship evil's might fold my girlfriend in half and shove her in the fridge. So spaketh Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, in the 1996 relaunch of Green Lantern.
Do you agree or disagree?
I think I have to agree. He's just so convincing.
Well, I mean, you're right, but it was the Green Lantern, yes.
But it was Kyle
It was
Rayner.
Kyle Rayner, but I'm giving it to him on the basis of the Green Lantern.
Okay.
Green Lantern is the answer we were looking
There's
for.
just been
so-
18 Green Lanterns.
Yes.
Well, I want to applaud you for remembering that.
Truly the greatest work of poetry ever to be uttered on this stage.
Why did he want to shove his girlfriends in the freezer?
Oh no, it was the villain who shoved him in the fridge
Oh,
because
the-
takeout was so late getting there. This was the pre-Uber days. Yeah. Without Grubhub, it
So,
was just easier.
where would you like to go, Cheyenne?
He should have tried
right.
lift.
Stern on the right.
Yes.
Roxy. Maybe I should put the baby in charge of this.
For the win.
There's trouble in paradise.
Okay. Ellyn Stern, this is a question for you. Which of the following items was owned by the fewest U.S. homes in 1990? This is a multiple choice. Which of the following items was owned by the fewest number of U.S. homes in 1990? A, a compact disc player. B, cordless phone. C, a dishwasher. Or D, a home computer or PC.
Well, there was a lot that wasn't owned in homes back then. You know, that was very early. But I'd guess a computer.
Computer. Do you agree or disagree? I've lost track of who's playing. Anymore.
There's only two!
There's
Panda!
only two. Maybe the baby should do it. Teo, where are you? Okay. So I'm sorry, do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
You agree. It is not. In fact, that was around the time when the amount of U.S. households really owned a lot of home computers. The correct answer was compact disc player.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm so sorry. I did
Now
my
every
best.
home has a compact disc player.
Hidden in the attic and the garage.
Did we ever own one?
I think PlayStation still plays CDs if you stick them in there. Maybe.
I hope so, because that's the only format you can find my albums on now. I'm off Spotify.
I mean, in like 20 years, maybe your album will be worth something.
Yeah.
I got a drawer full. I'm your biggest fan, Uncle Yo. I don't know if you realize this. All right, next up, who's going next?
Stern right.
Stern on the right.
This is
Here we
big. It's
go.
either the block or the win. They're going to keep playing with Ellyn.
Ellyn, this is a question
Don't
about
play
Richard
with me.
Epcar.
I belong. No.
In 2022, Richard Epcar took on a role of a U.S. president for the animated movie Nixed. Who did he voice?
Ooh.
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Do you agree or disagree?
And disagree.
Would that
Era, you would be
Ellyn lie to you?
wrong.
Ellyn is correct. It is Kennedy or JFK.
It was John F. Kennedy.
All right, we're back to Cheyenne. You have an opportunity here. Where do you want to go?
Most of the kids are
Stern
going,
right.
who the hell is that?
Stern on the right.
Well, there's a Kennedy out
Everyone's
right now.
fighting over the
People
lower
are trying
corner
not
here.
to.
He's the
Don't
crazy
fight
Kennedy.
over me. No. There's so much of me to go around.
What?
Oh my God. I'm just happy this isn't being televised.
Ellyn, Desilu Productions, a portmanteau of its two co-founders, first brought this sci-fi show to CBS. What is the name of the show?
Who's the question to?
Oh,
To
it's
Ellyn?
it's Ellyn.
Oh.
Betsy Lou Productions.
Desilu.
Desilu.
Oh,
Productions.
Desilu.
Desilu.
I didn't know Betsy Lou.
No, Betsy Lou was on Petticoat Junction.
Oh, Ricky. I love Lucy.
You got some splaining to do.
It was I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy. Do you agree or disagree?
Yes, CBS's great sci-fi series.
Great sci-fi series.
Did you say sci-fi?
Yes, I'm sorry. Sci-fi
Sci-fi.
series, yes.
Oh, I didn't hear sci-fi.
No, it's okay.
No, I Love Lucy was never sci-fi.
They didn't even have a CD player in that show.
Desilu's Studios did a sci-fi show?
Yep.
for
They
the
brought
love
a
of
sci-fi, they brought a sci-fi show to CBS for the first time. What was the name of the sci-fi show that they brought to CBS?
Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone. Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree.
I know
I'm
it
curious.
is.
What do you think it is if you're disagreeing?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
What'd she say?
I
No one trusts Ellyn.
can't believe you said that.
You don't trust me.
It's a very
I'm
illogical choice, Captain.
devastated.
Well, your
Under-
instincts were on point, though, so the point does go to you. The correct answer was Star Trek.
What was
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Oh, it was Star Trek.
Yeah, Lucy Liu set forth the
Really?
money
Yeah.
that allowed Star
I
Trek to
didn't
get on
know
TV.
Yeah, Desi Liu saw the potential in Star Trek and brought it to the network. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're smarter than me.
That's Streak's question.
Take
I'm
Ellyn
just
to
the
the
pretty
break.
one. All right. The block has been achieved, so Bryn, your options are now more limited. Where do you want to go?
Epcar left.
Epcar on the left.
Yep, gotta go for the block.
Mr. Epcar, this question is about Uncle Yo. According to Uncle Yo,
I see the guy once every 10 years, for God's sake. What?
and every time is a joy, isn't it? Carl?
It is a joy.
According to Uncle Yo, if you go to a ninja village and see ninja,
We
They
have
are
an
very-
agreement.
It should be for more than this.
if you go to a,
Inflation.
All the
Jane,
money goes
his
there
wife.
anyway, so. All right, and there's a ninja village. What happened?
if you were to go there and see ninja, they are very bad at their jobs. What did he say you should see if you go to a real ninja village? What did Uncle Yo, the gatekeeper of ninja villages, say about this? What should you see in a ninja village instead of ninja?
Who the fuck knows? Oh, can you say fuck? I gotta say fuck.
Do you have more?
I think that was actually a line on the review tags for this album.
That was my $5. If you go to a ninja village,
Yep.
you won't see ninjas. You'll see something else?
Correct.
Is that the question?
That was what he said.
And
He
what
said
will you
shouldn't
see?
What should you see instead of ninja?
Well, you won't see Uncle Yo.
What kind of sick bastard are you anyway? Ninja, you go to a ninja village, you don't see ninjas. You see something else. In a ninja village. I can't
Because if
have
you
no-
see the ninja, they're bad at their jobs. So what should you see? This is his whole thesis for the album.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to say, I'm having a,
It's not the lights that are turning me red anymore.
I'm having a McConnell moment here where I'm looking off into the distance, frozen.
Is he allowed help?
Samurai. You'll see samurai at a ninja
See
village.
samurai at a ninja village. Do you agree or disagree?
Can I take a guess?
No, just play the game.
This time is his, but
Yeah,
don't
see,
worry,
don't
we're
make up
going to
your
come
own
back to you,
rules.
I'm sure.
Disagree.
Why do you? All right, I want to know. Have you heard this album?
No.
You're in the majority.
What would you say? Well, if you had to answer the question, what would you say then?
Buildings.
Buildings?
What did he say? It's in the village?
All right, you get to go on the board. Congratulations, Bryn. However, the answer, Uncle Yo said that instead of ninja in a village, you should see cowboys.
See what?
Yeah, cowboys, because if you see ninja, they're bad ninja. The whole point, you can't yell that you're a ninja. You're automatically a bad ninja. It's like when they say it's a spy satellite on television. Now we know it's a spy satellite. Anyway. Yeah,
I would have
Why not?
guessed.
because they're ninjas disguised as cowboys. If
You know,
see,
this is why stand-up is so hard, because when you're just rolling
I
with
haven't
jokes, they're
done this
funny,
bit
and then
in
you stop
15
and think
years.
about them, and
Are
then it's
you
like, oh,
drunk?
the last time I did this bit, you were still a blonde.
Do you know what I was going to guess? Santa's helpers.
We would have killed off all the ninjas.
She is drunk. We've established that.
Well, Cheyenne, where would you like to go?
Epcar Center.
Epcar in the
Yeah.
center again for the block.
Up against the ropes.
Mr. Epcar, which character from Monsters, Inc. was inspired by the Bumble in the Rankin Bass animated film Santa Claus is Coming to Town?
Santa.
I know that name.
Oh, that's wrong, actually. That should be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I'm going to say Mike.
Mike, do you agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Everyone's disagreeing all of a sudden. Why?
I think it's
The angry
abominable
host, ladies and
snowman.
gentlemen.
Oh, well, I mean, you're right. It is. So it is. It was the abominable, the Yeti or the abominable snowman. Abominable. The abominable. Blah blah blah. All right. Congratulations. So you get in there and you get to block. And now we're back to Bryn. Bryn, where would you like to go?
Stern Center.
Stern in the center, which is another block.
Working towards
This is a question about Richard Epcar. How many of
I'm
these
an
do we have?
expert.
I
Okay,
feel
that's a
so
lot.
exposed.
What?
In The Legend of Korra, Richard Epcar voices Seiken. Korra famously states that Seiken is the worst at his job. What is that job?
Psychon.
Seiken.
That's such a great episode.
Being
I have
nor-
watched the show. That doesn't mean I'm always pronouncing things correctly.
Being normal.
The worst at being normal.
This is what she thinks of me in real life, actually.
No, he was a police, what do you call it, a commander, a lieutenant, the guy in charge.
The head of the police force. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Chief of police. That is correct.
Chief,
The
honey,
worst
chief.
police chief.
I knew he was something.
Yes, J.K. Simmons does agree.
You're good with the rank stuff, honey.
I'm just looking at the board here.
Yeah, this is, ooh.
We're heading towards a draw.
I think we're getting boring.
We're heading towards
Okay,
a
Cheyenne.
Kesney.
Well, here's what's going to happen.
Speak for yourself, honey.
If you can score, we'll end up in a draw, and I guess you're both going to get a prize. So, where would you like to go?
Uncle Yo left.
Uncle Yo on the left,
Okay.
potentially to draw up this game. Uncle Yo, who gave Al Yankovic the name Weird?
Who gave Al
Who gave him
Yankovic?
the moniker Weird?
The moniker
to make
Weird.
it Weird Al Yankovic.
Well, they just had a documentary starring Mr. Daniel Radcliffe last year proving this. It's a great movie.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. No. It was actually his television mentor, Mr. Vincent Price.
Vincent
Vincent
Price, his television
Price.
mentor. Do you agree or disagree with that answer?
I'll agree.
You'll agree. Uncle Yo is the trickster today. That is not correct. The correct answer
was
is actually
Dr. Dementor.
himself. Weird Al Yankovic gave himself the moniker Weird.
Yeah.
So the board remains open for Bryn. Where do you want to go?
Uncle Yo left.
Uncle Yo on the left. This is still a winnable game. Uncle Yo, this is a question about Ellen Stern.
Okay.
In the
He
anime,
knows everything.
She worked with Vincent Price.
I did. I did Peter Pan with him. With Vincent
Right?
Price.
I'm just impressed. Excuse me a moment.
I was one. I was very young. He was Captain Hook. I
Oh
was
my
one
gosh.
of the I was one of the animals in the forest. That I don't know. I danced around.
Hey, Streak, write a note about another card. That and the car. First car.
I was a flamingo.
You
Write
were?
it down, Streak.
Were you in Vegas?
Flamingo. In the anime series Genma Wars, Ellen Stern voices the character Queen Parome. What does the queen really want to do to her husband, the king? It's like her whole reason for being, her raison d'etre, if you will.
What the queen always wants to do. Kill him off.
Kill him. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
That is the correct answer. So you are one step away from actually winning the game. That means applause. Applause. This is the final hour.
Because he's not using the microphone right. And
This is going to be the last round, so we're going to get this done. Cheyenne, you can block this and tie it up so that you also get a prize. But if you fail, Bryn still has to cinch this victory. So you might have more than one chance, but you can't risk that. So we're going to Ellyn Stern on the lower left-hand corner.
I feel so honored.
You got to close it out here. Alan Menken composed music for all of the following Disney movies except one. This is a multiple choice question, so we're looking for the movie that he did not compose music for. A, Beauty and the Beast, B, Mulan, C, Pocahontas, or D, The Little Mermaid.
Ding, 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 ding. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast,
Mulan.
Mulan. I'm going to say Mulan.
B, Mulan. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
That is correct. B, Mulan is the only listed movie there that Alan Menken did not compose music for. So that makes our game. Wow, that's just like a really great pattern, isn't it? A perfect tie game. So both Bryn and Cheyenne are going to go home with prizes from the awesome prize pool, and heck, y'all can get some candy too.
Have you ever had a tied game like this before?
It's we have had a tie, but not like that. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Filling out all the spaces, that is unusual. So,
Cat's game.
thank you everyone for coming out to Selfie Squares. Give our guests a big round of applause. Without them, the game show would literally
this.
just
We
not
should
be
do more.
possible.
Panda, what is the Manly Battleships doing later tonight?
Manly Battleships is going to be doing the Manly Battleships Fanfic Mystery Theater later this evening, as well as the 21 Plus Social for tonight on Friday. We have a bunch of other events too that you can see listed in the Zenkaikon schedule. You can
Panda,
catch
where
us
are those events?
In the Marriott.
Panda, what is Manly Battleships?
This is why you retired. Check us out on manlybattleships.com and all the linked fun
Thank you,
social media
everyone.
presence.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Woo!
Have a wonderful Zenkaikon, everybody.
Party on. Okay.
Thanks for agreeing to come down and play, guys.
This was fun, man. I love this.
Yeah.
Honestly, I
Zero
enjoy this.
prep work.
I enjoy